So how do you import photos into Lightroom? So first of all, you need to make sure you're in the library tab here. And then if you go down to the very bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you'll find an import button. So you click that, wait for the menu to come up. Once the menu comes up here, then you can select the source for the photos that you want to edit. Here, and then other source. And then you can pick the directory that contains the files that you want to edit. For me, we'll pick this sunset time lapse since I haven't imported it yet. Once you select choose, all of the photos will come up here. You'll be able to scroll through them and see what they look like. If there's any photos you don't want to import, you'll hit the check mark here. And you can choose not to import those specific files. You can also toggle between all the photos in the directory and any new photos that have been added that are not imported into your photo library in Lightroom yet. And then there's a few other features that are somewhat interesting here. So one of them is the grid feature. So that's what we're looking at right now. You can see all of your photos in a grid. If you want to pick a specific photo and look at it in detail, you can pick that menu and look at it closely. And then if you zoom out, you can zoom back in. You might even be able to zoom in more here, but the full preview is not there yet, so you can't see all the details. Basically, there's our cool shortcuts to get between these two menus. You can select the G for the grid view, or you can select E for the zoomed in view here of a specific photo. So that's a pretty cool way to look through your photos. On the right hand side here, we have a few relevant features. So one is the ability to build previews. So there are different types of previews that you can build. So by default, embedded and sidecar will be built for you. This just means that the full preview of the image will have to be built as you're editing the photo. So when you first select a photo to edit, you might have to wait for a minute to be able to zoom in all the way on the photo. If you want to avoid that, you can just select a standard here on import and it'll build all the previews for you right away. Another cool feature is this build smart previews. So this is really useful if you have a network drive that might be slow at times. You can just build smart previews that are not as large as the original files, and they can be stored locally, so you don't have to do all the network transport. You can also include or not include duplicates. There's a collection feature which allows you to group your photos together. This is a feature that I don't usually use, but if you want to group your photos into collections, you can. One last feature I'll mention here is the develop settings. So there's a concept of presets, which are just a group of settings that apply to a photo. And you can choose to apply some group of settings to start with when you begin to edit your photos. So generally I don't do this, but if you want to, you can. So yeah, once you have selected all the configurations that you're interested in and the right photos, then you can just select import. And then after a minute here, you'll be ready to categorize your photos and then edit them.